TimeZest had been in the community for quite a bit of time, and we had gotten some feedback from clients that chasing down technicians or having technicians chase them down was creating an inordinate amount of work on their side, right? So one of our core values is kindness, and I think one of the things that I always assumed is like, hey, making people schedule themselves is not really a kind thing to do. And then we had a QBR. This person was like, it'd be great is if I could pick a time that I could talk to your technicians, like on a Tuesday afternoon when things are slow, I can really solve this problem. It's not slowing me down. It's not really killing me, but it's annoying and I really want to get it resolved. And I know you guys can do it, but this phone tag that we're playing back and forth and email tag is just really sort of, killing the vibes, So, I heard that in the QBR and I was like, you know what? I have just a solution. So that's when we decided to go and buy TimeZest. In terms of the implementation, the team was fantastic. The product was turnkey, and the documentation and the help from the customer success team was wonderful. My service manager said that it was probably one of the cleanest and smoothest integrations that he ever had to work with. We have a rule. It's actually in the bullpen. It's if it's scheduled in TimeZest, you show up, right? And so it's one of those things that the guys know. The customer's committed to it. There's been a promise, and we keep our promises, right? And so from the help desk, they like it because it reduces them chasing these people down. And the guys that have been around long enough to remember pre-Zest and post-Zest really know that having that hard set appointment makes a huge difference in the success of the ticket and the outcomes and the customer satisfaction overall. So for them, higher CSAT scores means bigger bonuses, means happier customers, and the whole circle of life. Actually, we literally just won a deal this week for us, which is a pretty large deal. And I was talking to the CEO, and she says, one of the things that drives me crazy about this other MSP is I'll just get a phone call at 8:30 at night, and I'm watching a Seinfeld rerun, and she's like, "This is the worst possible time." She's like, "I just had the worst day. Like the last thing I want to do is troubleshoot why my Outlook message won't send to steve@goodcompany.co." And so when we told her about this whole process, she's like, "I love it. I love it." And I think, we're kind of in like a post-Calendly world. So I think people are kind of used to the workflow now. But I remember when we first rolled it out, people were like, this is great. And our customers loved it, And now I think it's kind of an expectation. It's funny. I remember talking to the folks at TimeZest during one of the IT Nation events or whatever. And they had said that, there's organizations that have it and organizations that don't. And it's actually it's a small differentiator, but customers are coming to expect it. And they were right. They were right on. I would probably say we really have 4 vendors that I would consider partners. And those are the ones that are dedicated to collecting feedback from us and improving the product in a way that is meaningful and pushes the ball forward. One of the things that really I dislike about the whole MSP industry is like you see a lot of great products that get snapped up and then the features literally pause. And there's nothing more frustrating than investing in a product or a team that's stagnant. And TimeZest is the absolute opposite of that. I feel like there's always some sort of small tweak, little additional thing that's kind of come out, some sort of new integration or whatever. You can tell that they pour their heart and soul into the product, and that the people that work there are happy to work there. And for us, that's a partner that we like to work with. And I would definitely consider TimeZest one of those 4 for sure. We tried to home roll this ourselves years ago with Calendly, and then we tried using the ConnectWise solution and this, that, and the other thing. And at the end of the day, the client satisfaction that we got from them being able to sort of select their own slot on a time that works with the technician that they want, and then a workflow to follow it up. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I don't even know what we're paying per month, but it pays for itself in sort of just frustration 10 times over, right? And so anybody that's a partner, an MSP that's on the fence is, should I get this? Should I not get this? This is one of those ones, it's just a slam dunk, right? Just buy it. You'll be happy that you did.